I've been a rideshare driver for about 5 years now. The money's not amazing, but it's flexible. And for someone like me, someone who doesn't sleep well and prefers driving at night, it works. Midnight to 5 a.m. is when the real weirdos come out. Drunks, addicts, lonely hearts, sometimes worse. Most nights I shrug it off. But there are 3 nights, 3 rides I can't forget, and I'm not sure I ever will. It was a Tuesday, around 1:20 a.m. I was cruising near downtown where the clubs had just let out. I got a pick-up at a corner bar that looked half abandoned. The name on the app was just E. No photo, no last name. When I pulled up, there was no one there. Just mist in the air and the yellowish glow of a flickering street lamp. I waited for a minute or two. Then this woman came out from the alley beside the bar. She was wearing a long red coat, really bright, like the kind you see in old noir films. She didn't say anything, just slid into the back seat and stared forward. Her hair was jet black, long enough to hide most of her face. I asked, "Heading to Lincoln Avenue?" She nodded, so I started driving. What was weird was how silent she was, not even breathing noises. I kept glancing in the mirror and I swear, her eyes never blinked, not once. I figured maybe she was high. But then, about 5 minutes in, I caught something in the mirror that made me slam the brakes. She was smiling, a huge, crooked smile, and there were tears running down her face. I turned around. "Are you okay?" She blinked for the first time, slowly, and whispered, "You shouldn't have picked me up." I froze. "What do you mean?" She reached into her coat. I freaked, thinking she had a knife or something, but instead she pulled out a crumpled photograph. She dropped it on the seat beside me and said, "You're next." Then she just vanished. I don't mean she got out, I mean she literally disappeared. I whipped my head around and she was gone. Door never opened, no sound, nothing. The photo was of me, at the wheel, from that same night. Same clothes, same street. A month after the red coat woman, I got a request from a guy named Matt. Pickup location was a 24/7 grocery store on the outskirts of town. When I pulled into the lot, I didn't see anyone at first. Then I heard the door behind me open. I hadn't unlocked it, but the guy was already getting in. No big deal. I figured maybe I'd hit unlock without noticing. The guy looked normal, jeans, hoodie, maybe early 30s. But the weird thing was, he kept glancing at the back of my head, not at me, at my head, like he was studying something. "Cold night," I said, just to break the silence. "Not as cold as it was last time," he replied. "Oh, what do you mean?" He looked confused, like I'd asked a stupid question. "You don't remember?" "No. Should I?" He leaned forward so close I could smell his breath, mint and something rotten, and said, "You gave me a ride last week, same spot, same car. You said we had a deal." "No, man, I've never seen you before." He chuckled. "That's what you said last time too, but I paid you, with him." He pointed to the seat next to me. It was empty. "What are you talking about?" I asked. He didn't answer, just opened the door, got out in the middle of a dark road, far from his listed drop-off, and walked into the woods. I checked my dashcam later that night. It never recorded him getting in. The back door never opened. The passenger seat never shifted. My car was empty the whole time. This was the one that almost made me quit. It was a rainy night. Sheets of it, smacking the windshield so hard I could barely see. Around 3 a.m., I got a request from someone named Lily, pickup listed as Old Mill Road. That road's mostly abandoned houses and overgrown lots, but people live everywhere, so I went. She was standing under a stop sign, no umbrella, soaked to the bone. She got in and didn't say a word, pale as chalk. Her eyes didn't look alive. They just stared out the window. "Where to?" I asked. No answer. "Lily?" She turned slowly, and handed me a phone. The screen was on a map, a point marked in the middle of the forest. No roads. "I can't drive there," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. She started tapping something on the phone, over and over. "Help me, help me, help me." Suddenly my car died. Everything, engine, lights, even my phone shut off. I sat in pitch darkness, barely able to hear over the rain. I turned to her. She was gone. Just gone. In her place was her phone, still glowing. A text on the lock screen. "I didn't want to die out there, but he made me. Please don't let him in your car." Then the phone screen cracked by itself, and the light blinked out. When the tow truck arrived, the driver asked if I was okay. I said, "Yeah, just shaken." He looked confused and said, "Then why'd you call the police?" I didn't. He turned his phone toward me. The dispatcher's transcript showed my license plate and GPS, called in by a girl named Lily. She died out there 3 years ago. It was in the news, found in a shallow grave off Old Mill Road. Her killer was never caught. I've kept driving since then, mostly out of habit, but I don't take pickups after midnight anymore. I don't ask questions when something feels wrong. And if you ever drive rideshare, or take one, just be careful who gets in, or who never gets out.